I think, as no one's here, I'm gonna focus on a few use cases. Yeah, so just to clarify, um, today I think I'm gonna go over some use cases with an AI. If anyone's new to the live stream, just feel free to put it in the chat. Any use cases you want me to go over. I think a couple that I wanted to do is how to make website copy. That was one. Someone asked for personas. That is another one that I would quite like to go over. I was gonna do a video on the negotiation one, but I wanna do something else on live stream, so I might do that one as well. And if anyone has anything else they want me to go over, like personally, like by all means put it in the chat, because this is just some stuff that I've made up, except from personas. Cool. I think the first one I want to do is a website copy. Cool. So, if you've ever wanted AI to write the copy of your website, this is the use case for you. What we're going to do is first we're going to define the website. So first we're going to define the brand. Define. Yes, sir. I think better wording of this. First we're gonna create a knowledge base with the business plan of which we want to make the website for. So actually, maybe it makes more sense to start with a business plan. But no. I'm jumping from too many things. Let's start with website copy. Okay. So first, we are First, we're going to create a knowledge base that has all the key information. To be fair, maybe it could be a prompt template. Sorry, for anyone live, I'm just thinking about the best way to do this. Actually, let's make a prompt template. I don't think like it needs a knowledge base, because I feel like it's like a one-time thing. Maybe a knowledge base might be better if we're going to constantly update the website. So actually, first we are going to create a file has all information to include. We are going cool. I think as well, we're going to define this a little bit more, because I feel like website copy is kind of broad, and I feel like if we just try going to that straight away, it might be less efficient if it's that broad. So let's say landing page website copy to sell a product. Cool. Actually, one more thing quickly. Sorry, just before we start, I'm gonna join the live stream on my phone just so I can read anything from the chat. Cool. Okay, great. So just to define this again, we're gonna make a website copy for a landing page that's gonna sell a product. So the first thing we're going to do is create some sort of file that has all the information we want for the website. Then we're going to create a prompt template to tell it how to use that file. And then that's pretty much it. After that, we're just gonna prompt Xeno for final changes. Cool. So let's start. Cool. And just before we even get to that part, let's use Xeno to get us a business plan. Cool. System. Okay, cool. Let's do something ecom related, maybe. That makes sense. Let's say a bag. Can never spell it. Plan. Work. In Italy. Cool. You'll know what I mean. Sorry, I spelled business and then Italy wrong. But yeah, so basically I'm just prompting Xeno to write the business plan so then we can use that to make the copy. I tried to be kind of detailed just so with the demographics, because then I think it's gonna be easier to write the copy. Cool. Cool. And while we're waiting for that, I'm just gonna start with the persona, because actually it might be a good idea to. And actually, before we write the prompt, it might be a good idea to write a brand voice, just so then when it's writing the copy, it has the personality of the laptop brand that we're trying to sell for. So let's create one now. Cool. Let's go back to the website. Okay, so the business name is Cycle Style Leather Bags. Cool. I don't mind that. Okay. And by the way, for anyone that doesn't know what Persona is going to do, so basically when Xeno outputs, it's going to have a different style of talking. So this is good for things like website copy, blogs, any marketing material that we want to be in a really consistent style. Yeah, e-commerce. Provide background. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ask Xeno again to write the brand persona for me. So what would be a good brand voice? Good Okay, what would be a good description of a brand voice for this company? Yeah, and I think it says it here, but I think that's why it's really important that you include the demographics in the business plan, because this is gonna change massively what you want the brand voice to sound like. Mm. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick with, yeah, I'll stick with these four. So we want it to sound sophisticated yet approachable, active and dynamic, eco-conscious and ethical, practical and informative. I think that's good enough description. I'm going to paste this in here. So the brand persona background is actually what's going to adjust how the persona speaks, but the brand persona description is just more so for you to remember which persona it is. So to sell cycle style leather bags. Next step. So we can write out the tones ourselves. So as you can see, we can choose from this, but I'm actually gonna get it to automatically fill out from the text samples that I gave it. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, so my bad. Actually here, we could give it some writing examples for it to copy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Xeno. I'm gonna say, write me a blog post in this style under words. And ideally you probably don't want all of this that you put in here to be AI generated. It probably makes more sense that you've got your own writing, or you've got other writing that you admire that you put in here. But if you're sort of starting fresh or you're not really sure what to do, I feel like Xeno has some good jumping off points to create your own. Sorry, Xeno has some good. Sorry, Xeno has some good jumping off points to create your persona from scratch. Okay, welcome to the circle. Is that 500 words? I thought it'd be shorter. And just to reiterate what we're going over for anyone that's joined late, basically what we're doing is we're trying to make a landing page. We're trying to make landing page copy to sell a product. So the first thing we're doing is we're creating a brand voice and persona. Then we're going to create a file that has all our company information. After that, we're going to feed that into a prompt template we're going to create. Then after that, we're going to prompt Xeno for any final changes to the website copy. And cool. Now the blog post is done. I did not realize that would be so many words. Put it in here. Analyze. I probably should read it first, in all fairness, but I trust it. Yeah, seems like the same style that we asked for as the embrace the cycle way, where every commute is a statement and every statement is a stride towards elegant, ethical world. Keep cycling, keep striving, and most of all, keep styling. I actually quite like that. I don't hate it. Will it sell laptop bags? I don't know. Maybe. Cool. Optimistic, inspirational, motivational. Yeah, I think that's good. I think intellectual. Maybe some of these are pretty similar. So maybe I will cut down. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those were pretty similar. So I'll do optimistic, intellectual, and whimsical. Product. Maybe persuasive makes sense because it's ecom. With the reading ease, I'd say easy. Just because we want to sell products, we don't want people to be confused. Same as sentence length. I can imagine for website copy, you don't really want it to be too long. Active, yeah. So this is active versus passive. Yeah. So active versus passive, I always get this mixed up. So active is like more engaging, direct, as it says. For selling a product, I'll say active makes a lot more sense. So we're gonna apply this. Cool. Now we have the persona. We are on to step 2, which is the file. And actually, we've already got the file here. So actually, we're on step 3, and that is to create the prompt template. Personas, knowledge bases, templates. Okay, cool. So we're going to create a template. So we're going to call it website copy maker. This, and again, actually, I'm probably going to make that a little bit less broad. Website landing page copy maker. This is to create copy for websites. Cool. So the prompt. If anyone's watched any of my other videos about prompting, we're going to start with a role. So this is, you are an expert copywriter. Actually, I'm going to say website copywriter. I want you to write copy for my landing page. This is the goal. So role, goal, format, and then the format. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Give me the format. You know, your output should include title. section. Here's the information you need about my business. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So the prompt, to read it again, you are an expert. Sorry, you are an expert copywriter. I want you to write copy for my landing page. Your output should include a title and copy for each section. I want input number of sections. So basically, this is where you can input how many sections you want. Maybe you just want 3, maybe you want 10, whatever. Here is the information that you need. Here is the information you need to know about my business, and this is where we will add that information we got. Okay, let's test this out. Okay, so let's say we want 5. Actually, yeah. Let's say we want 5 sections. Actually, no. Let's keep it simple. Let's say we want 4. Actually, sorry. I'm going to create the template because I actually want to test it with the persona. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the persona we made. We are going to say 4 sections. We are going to go back to here where we came up with the information about our business. I'm going to copy and paste this. Now we have to see. This will be a simpler version. I feel like once we do this version, if you want to use this, I will add this to the marketplace. I'll add the link for this in the description of this video so you can use this one. But I do think there are a couple of ways we can make it a little bit more complex, but maybe a little bit more in depth as well. Elegance in motion. Elegance in motion. Cycle style leather bags. Seamless fusion of luxury and utility. I like that. Welcome to Cycle leather bags, where we recognize pulse of bustling. So far, I like it. I like it. I can definitely see how the personas had an effect on it also. Cool. I'm glad it include the Italian part. Yeah, really focus on movement, running towards success. Yeah, I think this looks good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna edit the template. Because I think even though it does look good, it can be a little bit more customizable. So let's go to. Wait, what happened there? I think I accidentally clicked. Sorry, I think I accidentally clicked that shift. Okay, cool. Website. Cool. Okay. Okay, and the part I want to change is I want to make it so I can say, okay, the ending. So the first section should be a hero. I want it to include a hero, a features, a pricing, and a CTA. I'll leave that optional. So just to explain that a little bit more, I want the sections of the website to include the following. Cool. So what I've added is I've added two things. What I said before about the sections, I'm not going to explain that again. And I've added the goal of the copy. Ooh, don't know what happened there. But yeah, so this is where we put the goal on the website. I think after this, it should be pretty much done. I don't know what else I can add to it. If there's anything people want me to go over in particular, maybe like pricing. But even with pricing, I feel like this gives you a good enough like base where you can either prompt Xeno to change it slightly, or you could just go in and like add the pricing. I feel like with those kind of things, you do want to double check anyway. So I'm gonna make it public. Marketing. Cool. Cool. So let's do 4 sections. What do I want to include? Okay, I want a hero section. Features. Features? Is features the right word for bags? What was it? Yeah. Yeah. Features. About us. CTA. And again, like you can leave this blank and it's going to fill it out anyway. Just if you want to be a little bit more depth on it, on what you want it to include. The goal of the website is to sell our bags. Oh, actually, I'm going to change that CTA to our ecom site. Add business information. Okay, cool. And remember again, I've got the persona. And yeah, I think it's going to work pretty well. As this is going to be done pretty soon, the next thing, I'm going to go over another use case of mine. But again, as always, if there's anything you want me to go over in particular for your own use case, just let me know and I'm more than happy to go over it. I'd much prefer to be doing something that helps someone else than something that I've just made up. And you know what? I will put that in the chat as well, just in case. Let me know. Any use case. chat any use case or problem. Cool. Where were we? This is looking really good. This is looking really good. I like this a lot. Where elegance meets the streets. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I prefer the first one, but that's an easy change. Hero section, embrace the journey. I like that a lot. Redefine your ride with luxury of Italian leather and the promise of adventure. So that's a reference to what we put in the business plan, and this is what we talked about within the brand persona. Features designed with your mind. Yep, same thing we put with the business plan, tailored for professionals, luxury, eco-friendly. About us, peddling and passion. Okay. Then CTA, I say arguably alongside the hero, the most important part. Claim your cycle style. Explore the collection, find your match. So, yep, it points to our ecom site. Personally, I think this came out really well. The last one was good, but I think this one's even better. If anyone has any questions on this, feel free to put it in the chat, but I think I'm done with that. And I will put this, again, for anyone who joined late, I will put this in the Discord. I've replied to my announcement, but for anyone that just wants to search it now, it's just called website landing page copy maker. Okay, great. Okay, cool. I think, yeah, so we kind of went over two things here. The next thing is negotiation. So I did actually record a video on this, but I want to try it differently this time. So if you're a freelancer or there's any kind of price negotiation that you have to deal with on email, this is a use case for you. What I want to do is I want to create a knowledge base on my pricing. You know, actually, I want to create a knowledge base on my pricing and my skill set. This is so the AI understands why my things are priced that way, but also how it can sell me further to people. Next thing is we're going to create a prompt template based on a negotiation. So the next thing we're going to do is create a prompt template based on a negotiation framework. Create template. And actually, to add one more thing, we could add a persona. So it talks like us as well, which I think could be really good. Persona. Then we are going to set this up within the extension, because this won't be a one-time thing like creating website copy or anything else we're going to do with AI. We want to set this up within the Google extension, so every time we are on Gmail, for example, just put something here, we can just use it right here, right where we want it. Sorry, I'll say that again. So we can use this prompt template. Every time we get an email about pricing, we just click it, done. It sorts out the negotiation for us. So that should be the end goal. So let's start on step one, which is create a knowledge base on my pricing and skill set. So I did actually have something on this. feels like, yeah. So this is something I prepared earlier. Feels like something from Ready Steady Cook saying that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is something I prepared earlier. Annoying. It's weird because sorry, I made that in Google Docs, so I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'll try sort this out. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Sorry, I just need to go through my files. Just give me 2 seconds. Cool, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically, this was the pricing document that we're going to make about the negotiation. So, a really useful thing that I've been learning recently is about chunking. Well, I don't know if it's called chunking, but it's called chunks. And basically, this is with knowledge bases, it's the most efficient way for the AI to understand and pull the data. And it's pretty simple. It sounds a lot more complex than what it is. And what it is it's just have really clear headings, of what that piece of information is. And I split it up like this. I have a title, have a heading, information, heading, information, heading, information. I think that's the same way as we retain information. So what I've done is I've added 3 basic packages. So I've given it kind of a pricing range, 600 to 800 a month. It includes 2 blog posts up to 500 words each. This is for social media posts, just, you know, I'm not going to go over everything, but as you can see, the pricing goes up, the amount of blog posts and social media posts go up to premium. And then the thing that I add underneath is my experience. So I say I'm a freelancer, content creator with over 4 years of experience in creating content for fintech companies. So now we have the knowledge base. What we're going to do is we are going to upload this. Actually, no, what we're going to do is we're going to use the new feature of connecting our Google Drive to Text Cortex. I even forgot about that. So basically, the really cool thing about this is sorry, I will explain the really cool thing about this. Sorry, I just need to remember what I've called it. Okay, this probably makes sense. You know what I'm gonna do? I should label this better. Give me 2 seconds again. I'm gonna start my Google Drive. This is on my bad for not naming my folders properly. So okay. So what I'm actually doing is okay, cool. So just to explain what I've done there, I created a document within this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy and paste this. I'll put it in this document just so I know where to find it. Cool, social brands. Cool, let's start that again. Sorry, that was my bad. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to add, we're going to go to Google Drive, we're going to go to my name, we're going to press continue, we're going to allow, we're going to embed it, we are going to go to text core text. Okay, now we're going to have to find that file a lot easier. And the really cool thing about this is it's synced. So let's say my pricing's updated. Maybe I've gotten a little bit better at content creation. I can raise my prices to 1,000 a month. Maybe my experience has changed. What I can do is I can be, and I won the best fintech content creator of the year. Say for example, we'll go back here. Okay, yeah, but just as it's uploading, but basically it's gonna sync it. It's gonna sync it every time, which is really good. Because I know before this, I spent loads of time changing a little thing, testing it, uploading it, and it does get a little bit tedious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. Then I'm going to go to the next step, which is to build the prompt template. Which is something that I've done before. So I'm actually gonna edit it before we use it, just so I can show you. Okay, that was the wrong one. Negotiation for freelancers. Cool. So same thing at the top of it. Here's the role. You are an expert negotiator. I want you to help me talk to my clients about pricing. From the email I give you, please come back with the best package based on my pricing and never go under the prices that I've set. Your output should be well written. Sorry, your output should be a well written email I send back to them. Here is the input email. So this is the only input. This is where when we actually go on the email, we're just gonna copy and paste it and add it here. Now this is the prompt template done. And just for context, anyone that does want to find this prompt template, it will be in the Discord, or type in negotiation for freelancers on the prompt marketplace and you'll find it there. The last thing we're going to do before we test it within the email is we are going to create another persona. So let's do a individual persona. Okay, cool. Let's do this one. Okay, so this persona name is Bob the Freelancer. Because for email writing, we're going to talk to it about, we're going to put email writing. Now we have to write the background. So my background is within creating a cool. Just to flesh this out a bit, I'm gonna use the enhance feature. So this is just something here, so it can flesh it out, and I can just click delete or add to anything that I agree, disagree with. I'm a 23-year-old content creator with a background creating content within the fintech industry, such maybe places. Yep, that's good. So informative. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna put Bob the Freelancer for the description, as it does not affect the output. And just to be very clear, this does affect the output, so make sure you fill this out very thoroughly. I'm going to go to the next step. As for the tone, because this is for negotiation, I'm going to say persuasive. But because I'm a content creator, I want to put creative. And maybe slightly conversational. I don't want it to sound like really AI, so we want it to sound a little bit more natural. Reading ease, normal. Sentence length. I always go for short because I feel like AIs usually have really long sentences, and that's how you can kind of tell. Again, the difference between active and passive is active is going to be a little bit more direct, so it's probably better for negotiating. So their supply. Nice. Bob the freelancer. Okay. Cool. So let's test out, for example. So let's say the email that was sent to me is I want 20 videos. I work in fintech. To know I'm gonna have a bit of a rude client. I'm gonna say I want 20 videos. I work in fintech, and I want to know why you're worth the money. So let's just pretend this has been sent to us. Thanks, John Money. Cool. Cool. So what we're gonna do is pretend you've just opened your email. For anyone that hasn't downloaded the extension, it's really easy. I'll put that in the bar. It's just literally one click. But the people that have, if you haven't selected it, go here. Make sure it can read. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click here. You're gonna open the sidebar. You're gonna click on this here, which is the template marketplace. This is where we've put the negotiation template. We're going to search here, negotiation for freelancers. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select, I call it Bob the freelancer, right? Okay, we're going to select Bob the freelancer, the persona we made. Then we are going to select the knowledge base we made, framework. Bob's company. Was it untitled? My bad. I should have named it. I'm pretty sure it's untitled. Let me just double check. Oh no, it's negotiation. Yeah, no, if I did name it, sorry. Pricing, content research. Video script. It's weird. I'm not sure where that knowledge base has gone. Sorry, I'm just looking for the knowledge base. Cool. Let's just quickly. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly try and set up the template again. So Bob, free, Bob freelancer. Okay. Cool. Hopefully that works now. Try. Sorry. Sorry about this. Okay, cool. Just for time's sake, because I don't want to just keep staying on one point, I'm going to. I'm gonna speak. I'll speak to the team, but for time's sake, we're gonna do it from XenoChat, and then we'll just copy and paste it into the email. I think that makes the most sense, at least for now. So to re-explain that, what we're gonna do is we are going to find the persona, Bob the freelancer. We're gonna go to the knowledge base. Negotiation. So yeah, it's a okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go to the template, which is negotiation for freelancers. We're gonna get the email. We are going to copy it. We're gonna paste it. And just to re-explain the email, because I know it's been a while. I want 20 videos. I work in fintech, and I want to know why you're worth the money. Thanks, John Money. Enter. Cool. So here it is. Dear John Money. Cool. So we're going to copy and paste this. So basically, what it's done here is it says, "Dear John Money, thanks for reaching out." And what it does is, and you remove the source. Drawing from a standard package, so it recognizes that John wants 20 videos. It goes over what's included in the 20 bespoke videos. Maybe I want this a little bit shorter. Maybe I'm like, okay, I don't want to bore John Money. I want to get him as my client. So maybe I use the extension. I go into this. I select it. I press Alt Enter. I say, actually, Zeno, can you make this 50% shorter, but include everything about my pricing. Cool. I think that works better. I just skimmed over it, but did your money. Here's the premium package. And again, I really really for negotiation, it's really dangerous to put it into an AI and just use whatever comes out. But it's good for a good base that you can change after, which is pretty much the same thing that I say for everything. Because if you agree to a price over AI, you can't say, well, the AI made me do it. So take this with a pinch of salt. But I think it's pretty good, especially if you just want to get custom replies really fast and just tweak it from case to case. But yeah, I think other than that, unless there's any use cases that people want me to go over, I think that's pretty much everything that people asked me to do and I wanted to do myself. I think other than that, I've been Roman from Text Cortex, and I'll see you in the next one.